Sri Lanka won the third ODI against India by 110 runs to register a 2-0 series win to end a long and unwanted streak of 27 years. Yes, Sri Lanka won an ODI series against India after 27 long years. Avishka Fernando scored 96 and Dunith Wellalage took a 5-wicket haul in the defence of 249 runs. Indian batters faltered in the run chase and were dismissed for a mere 138 runs. I'll take you through some key records that were broken and created during the course of last week in these 3 ODIs. The biggest record Sri Lanka broke is India's 13th consecutive series without defeat against Sri Lanka in men's ODIs before the last 2-0 defeat in Colombo. Sri Lanka's last series win against India in this format came back in 1997 at home, which they won by a 3-0 margin. India's streak of 13 ODI series without a defeat against Sri Lanka is also the joint second longest unbeaten run for any team against an opponent in this format. Pakistan stands first with 14 ODI series wins against Zimbabwe, while India have won each of their last 13 series against West Indies. This was also the 10th ODI series of 3 or more games wherein India failed to win even a single game. The next stat is quite surprising considering the Indian batting lineup. Sri Lanka spinners bagged 27 wickets against India in this series. These are the most by any team spinners in a bilateral men's ODI series of 4 or fewer matches. The previous highest was 26 wickets by Bangladesh against New Zealand and Zimbabwe, both in a 4-match series at home in 2010. Dunith Wellalage also entered the record books, becoming the first spinner to bag multiple 5-wicket hauls against India in men's ODIs. 5 pacers have managed this feat in past, but no spinner had done this so far against India. The fact that spinners dominated the series is also highlighted by another interesting stat. Spinners from both the sides combined to bag 43 wickets. 27 wickets were picked by Sri Lankan spinners and 16 by Indian spinners. These are the most wickets picked by spinners in a bilateral men's ODI series of 4 or lesser games. While Sri Lankan cricket seems to be going down the road, their home record is taking an impeccable turn. This was 8th consecutive home ODI series for Sri Lankans without a defeat. Interestingly, the last time they lost a home series was against India in 2021, where they lost 1-2 in a 3-match ODI series. Sri Lanka have not lost any of the 9 men's ODIs they have played at home in 2024. Lastly, a dubious record for India. Their batters faltered throughout the series and faltered like never before. It was the first time that India were all out in all 3 games of a 3-match ODI series. It was also the first instance wherein India were all out in 3 straight ODIs. Which record according to you is the most interesting? Which number according to you is the most important out of all the records that I just mentioned? Share your views in the comments below and stay tuned to CricketNext for further updates.